I'm back playing Doki Literature Club. Okay, now last episode, yeah, okay, there's all that and all that. I joined the Literature Club and all that. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica, basically all that. Okay, now now. Obviously, in the last episode, or that I was kind of hitting on Yuri here. But yeah, Alright, so this one we're gonna read poems or whatever. I'm just gonna do them in order. Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it first with Sayori first. Okay. She's my good friend, after all. Also, yeah, of course, in the first episode, of course, in the first video, I was, muttering and all that, but, that's just me, Da da da. This is a good poem, Jotaro. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressive to me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you were really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break any promises. See? Like I said before, Johto, deep down, you're not as selfish at all, Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her a lot and all. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now that you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Alright. Dear Sunshine, the way you grow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. You miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. You are asking me to come out and play. Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayuri, did you? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Okay, she did. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last time, no, the last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica is the best. Ha, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I guess that was alright. Alright, in order. Natsuki. Dot 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 question mark. Johto, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Jeez, we just started. We just started. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I didn't put effort. We all start somewhere, right? Well, if you're still proud of me, the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Huh? Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You get better anyways. I tell you what to approve, but you better off trying again. Fair enough. Well, to teach their own, I guess. Anyways, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I liked it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all
Sophisticated.
sophisticated and all that and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing styles wouldn't make your message any less void. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling on the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, who shall read it? Yuri! Alright, da da da. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Extensional. Huh? What was that? Uh, did I say that out loud? Yuri first covered her mouth and but then ends up covering her whole face. I, he's going to hate me. Um, you really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You use your imaginary and metaphors and dedicated. You're writing a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, um, um. She's getting nervous. Yuri tries off, unable to find an excuse. She traced her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their own style more debaucherate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separated from the topic matter, and they form fit together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakening. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if she's demanded total change. Her stubbornness is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something on you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go writing even in a simple poem, but not just finding them a building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it is all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a vulnerable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Um, well, never mind. I should be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts and process behind it. He always smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for him, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Okay, let's see. That website says ghosts on the This is some handwriting. Okay, hold on. Let me try to read this. I'm gonna try to read it. Okay. Let's see. Ghosts under the light. I'm guessing that's what it says. Okay. Let's see. The Okay, ghosts under the light. The tender drills of my hair illuminate beneath uh bathing. Okay. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood. Okay, to withstood the test of the time. Okay. The last yet to be replaced by the sticky blue-green hue of the bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. Let's see, the light flickers. I flickered back. Huh. Okay. Dot dot dot. I'm sorry. I have such trouble. No, no. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to discuss, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Joseph. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that the poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbologically compared to a ghost, lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go to the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours are impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Of course I would do. ah, you know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Toto. Ah, me too. Who should I show my poem next? Well, obviously, it's obviously the last one's gonna be Monica. Alright. Alright, Johto. Having a good time so far? Huh, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring new things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring up things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Johto. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job, Johto. I was going in my head while reading it. It's a really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I understand you, or underestimate. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it's always count when I'm putting some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to decide or deceive their own meaning of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, but both allowing people to get something out of it just to feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the listen. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I am nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased, but towards their own kind of style. But I always help you find what suits you the most. Okay, cool. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about expressing them or anything. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Yes. Well, yeah, okay, sure, why not? Don't worry. It might not good either. You sound pretty confident for someone who's calm and not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that Sparkle put this. A noisy neighbor? A angry boyfriend? I never know. I wasn't home. I bear inside of for a clue. No, I can't see. I can't real blind. I like a film left out in the sun. It's too late. My retailers already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Huh. All right. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Um, yeah, that's kind of my style. Has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of impedancy recently. It's been influencing my poems for a bit. In an epiphany, yeah, something like that. I kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on the specific point. If you're trying so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make it any progress. Just focus on yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this way. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. Cool. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. And it's as if anyone is judging me for my medical writing ability. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I I guess I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monaco are happily chatting. My eyes lent on Yuri and Natsuki. They'll generally exchange sheets of paper, sharing each their prospective poems. As they read and tell them, I watch each of them expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow frown in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the palm to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something it's nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't came out nice at all. Um, well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I'd be asking someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Johto did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I have spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Johto liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what yeah. You're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Johto appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Is that one okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose brood magically grew a size bigger as soon as Johto started showing up. Natsuki, dang. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was just saying there. Johto, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all for no reason? Unconfuted. The meaning should jump out the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Johto. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limited yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Johto? Um, well, oh shoot. Oh god. How did I get dragged into this situation in the first place? I don't know. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be Natsuki Yuri. Help me say Yuri. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turned to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless. I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Say Yuri. Eh? Yeah. Everybody's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Jotaro. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, let's say Yuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck up jerk she had been. She would never. If you're immature, that makes her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everybody's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's moves are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Okay, you didn't have to be that exclusive. Sayuri. Sayuri stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her and with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayuri is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself into interject. As president, that's the kind of embarrassment of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt herself. That makes the two of us. You can count on me, yeah, because I'm a friend. I'm a childhood friend, that's why. I'm a good friend. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a generally person really doesn't make a good president, regardless of what she just says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Yeah, maybe a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Johto, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job expressing those I want to express or impress. Sorry, impressing. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Johto, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I mean, yeah, one. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Johto, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop right there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to it's easy to use Sayuri as an eternal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Do what, the poem? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna do the poem again. Okay, let's see. Okay, yep, there we go. Uh, okay, there we go. Alright, yep, yes. Yeah. Okay, yes. There we go. Alright. Easy peasy. Never mind, not easy peasy. No! Hold on. No, come on. Yes, okay. Yes. No. No. Okay, there you go. Yes, okay. On the wrist chain, no. No, okay, no, never mind. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay, alright. Come on. Where? On control, but there we go. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And yeah. All right. There we go. All right. Let's go. Woo! All right. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I got a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scenes greets me. Hi, Johto. Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. Okay, I pretty much see what she's doing. Okay. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conventionally forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Well, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that makes you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't even notice that she was listening. Her face it was in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Johto to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a message to a little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Huh? Ah, I didn't mean like that. I got too absorbed into my book. Yeah. I really like when you speak in your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept my retribution. That's still coming from you, Sayuri. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she wasn't bringing me into the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have to come in if it wasn't for the cupcakes. so I had to trick Natsuki to making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the head and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, flap! Get her! How? What was that? Eh? A cookie? Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glanced over. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my requisition. Retribution. Actually, that's one. That one almost worked. I was just gonna give you it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayuri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayuri suddenly grabs her hands over her mouth. I bite my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I give you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to dodge Sayuri off of her. Oh? Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayuri darts away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Eh? Natsuki glanced around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she is. She's probably just had some time. So she's just probably had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a? I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more despicable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swing open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. What, boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glanced at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense at all. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play sometime. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jotaro. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, did I miss anything? So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Well, you missed the part where Sayuri was hungry and then got cookies and all of that. I choose to leave out Sayuri's message. Oh, okay, not mine. I choose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous scabbarded. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already sat down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. Eh? Ah, I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we have been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Ah, no. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and start and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Oh, what's that? Do you mind if we make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that we can make my reading time any better. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice teacup. Or a cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I followed and watched as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a fill inside. Can you hold this for me for a sec? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears ugly and mystical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Hmm? Where are you two off to? Uh, well, we're just Yuri was just gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of the one-person job, isn't it? That's Monica. Please mind your business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Jotaro in club activities? Uh, uh, my mouth gasps. I, I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Huh. Then let's go, Jotaro. Ah, Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Dang, what was all that about? Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, I just something about the way she said that. It made me feel so interior. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Jotaro, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because you're pretty and I secretly like you. Because nothing that you do is a bad or as you not nothing that you do is a bad as you make it seems in your head. No, nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always imply things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ah, no. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate anyone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Uh, um, Yuri lifts her head. Jotaro, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel the kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah? Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled up the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Joto, do you like Olog's tea? Ah, yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri set the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less with finding tea for others. even if I'm not used to expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even started humbling a little to herself. "Hmm, You must be, you must be in a good mood now. Is that so?" I was letting it show, and you notice, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out that not very hard for me to do. When it's uh, when it's you around anyway. Huh? That's great, Yui. Just don't push yourself too much. You always worry about me, Johto. It's very enduring. That's Yui wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yui pour a cup of tea for each of us. Johto, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Eh? Why's that? It's a bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending on my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regardless. I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why is that? It's most likely because my my your posture, right? Always hunches over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. And so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Okay, I don't know what was all that about. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve my book from the bag, and I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolates, candy, and that I kept heading from Sayori candy bar, Vito. I take it since it'd go with the tea. Yuri and I then sat against the wall, teacups at our sides, as if in sync. We assumed the reading position at the last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't I can't see too well. Hmm? Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Oh gosh. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She was her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. It's all a matter of willpower. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put my teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get a smudge on the paper. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yui opens the book with both hands. She holds it that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop right there. I haphazardly place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Oh, yep, there's the chocolate. Eh? Yuri expression suddenly breaks. Oh, gee. did did I just? Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Uh, Jotaro. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that's friends do, right? I mean, not really this in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop pointing. I see. The situation has gone really tense. Yui tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate, but between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meets mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't observe her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling into the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm, like before. Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. What? Yuri chokes back. It's time to share poems. Toto, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. I spelled, I spell it abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will get the courage to bring up. Oh, we're about to confess later on, are we? Okay. Well, I'm gonna end it off right here, considering how long it was. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you like it or not, or don't leave a comment if you hate it. So yeah, I kind of like this. I like this, and so I mean, it's getting wholesome. To be honest with you, I liked it. Also, I think me and Yuri are having this, this vibe going on. We're having this love vibe going on here. She's so new. Okay, well, obviously that whole thing was pretty embarrassing and awkward. But yeah, I'm starting to like this though, and so far so good. Nothing's bad that's happening. I don't even know what I'm gonna get myself into still, but yeah, I'm starting to like this. Anyways, see you guys later in the next video. Bye.